Well, it looks delicious, doesn't it? And it tasted glorious. But you won't believe what happened when I turned it upside down. Here I am in my little cottage kitchen, and I am about to begin the recipe that I told you about. Now, it has taken some pre-work, and I'm exhausted already, believe it or not. We are doing a lasagna bundt cake. I wanted to get the meat marinara sauce finished early this morning, so I used 2 pounds of lean ground beef, marinara sauce, an onion all chopped up fine, Italian seasoning, basil, minced garlic, you name it, everything's in here, and it's absolutely delicious looking. This I picked up at the thrift shop the other day. Now what I have done is I have sprayed and oiled the whole inside of this. I have my ricotta mix ready to put all the ingredients in that. I have mozzarella cheese slices here ready to go in, and over there I have pre-cooked the meat and marinara sauce, and I've dolled it up on my own. By the way, I have the oven preheating to 375 to bake this. I never made lasagna that much after, oh, I don't know, it's a couple of early years of marriage because it was so darn much trouble, really, and the noodles breaking, etc. Now, the noodles have been boiled. I did them just 2 minutes less than what the directions said, so that we do know they do have to cook. I've also put some olive oil on them to keep them from sticking together. Now, here's how we're supposed to put them in. We do them up against the sides, overlapping. Now, see, there's a broken one right there. Overlapping, and they're not wanting to stay up here. This might be a problem, we'll see. Probably you'll use about 15. I cooked 20 just in case I had some of those that broke, which I did, by the way, when I was trying to get them out of the pan. I'm going to bring it into you and show you what I've done. If I can hold the middle up. Okay, can you see how these have overlapped? This is our start, and now I'm going back before it falls apart. Now that's done. I'm saving the rest of these because we will cut them in half to layer them as we build this lasagna. So I'll keep these in here, put them over there for now, and bring back my ricotta mix. Next step, I have 2 eggs that I am going to put in. I have a whole, it was a 12-ounce jar of ricotta cheese, and it says to use a pound. I do have some more if we look like we need it, because I can always throw that in. So I'm putting 2 eggs in here now. All right. And I'm going to mix that up. That will help soften this up to accept the rest. All right, in here we put ½ cup of Parmesan cheese. Now, you could put more in if you prefer, or less, but that's about ½ cup right there. So I'm going to mix that in. And then I have a bunch, more than a handful, of chopped up fresh spinach. It wasn't frozen. If it's frozen, you want to squeeze out the liquid, but you don't cook it. But this was fresh, so I chopped it up real tiny. It's all done, and I'm going to put this in little by little. Also, basil, a little bit of basil from my garden, by the way. So It's nice and fresh, and my basil is still growing nicely out there. You know, I probably could have used more spinach or more basil. Now I'm putting my basil in, which I cut up nice and small as well. And this is all mixing nicely in here. I'm going to put a layer of mozzarella cheese first, just because. So I have all these slices. Now, you know, when I was shopping yesterday, I tried to find the ball of mozzarella cheese and I just couldn't find any. So I had to buy slices. I do have shredded mozzarella cheese, which I will use too, but I'm just going to put these in the bottom, and I've had them all around the bottom here. Now, little by little, I'm putting ricotta cheese in there, trying to hold up the noodles, which is difficult, by the way. I'm putting this in on top of a couple of layers of mozzarella cheese. Here's my meat mixture. I might want to put a little more marinara in there just to keep it nice and saucy. I don't know why I attempt to do these things before I make them first, but I do. I always like to make them with you. If I find a new recipe, I'll do it this way. We'll put another layer of cheese in. I'm going to just break these in half so they can just sit around the bottom. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'll hold this up in a minute. Now it's time for more ricotta. Looks like we're going to reach the top. I was wondering if I had enough of everything to be able to get this all the way up to the top, but it looks like we are. I think maybe it's a good idea to separate the meat mixture maybe from the ricotta. Just put a little layer of cheese over the ricotta, and then I'll put more meat. And then on the top, we top it off with noodles. We bring those noodles in. At least that's the plan, ladies. Now some more meat. So that was a mozzarella layer. Yep. Now I did save some meat. I had 2 pounds of meat that I originally cooked, and I thought I wouldn't need 2 pounds. So now we're almost at the top. I'm going to attempt to hold up my tray. Oh boy, is that heavy. Can you see? Oh gee, it is going to slip, but I'm going to try it anyway because it looks so good. Look at that. One final layer. Ooh. And then it will pretty much lay flat, I think. And that's the idea, right? Okay. Used a lot of cheese here. Now it looks pretty flat. Time to close it up. To top all the woes of the past 2 days, my kitchen sink is plugged up. I've tried Drano, 2 bottles of Drano. I've plunged it, and it still is a little sticky. So, all right, now I'm going to lay some extra here just so that I've halved them. Just to lay some here, and I'll save 3 for the top. Now I take these, can you see what I'm doing? I'm taking these and I'm folding them over, crisscrossing as we go. As we close them, they're overlapping each other. This is looking nice. Seems almost too easy. This couldn't be. Wow. Look at that. I didn't even have to put any on the top. It looks good to me. Looks like a pinwheel, all closed up on top. I'm going to put sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on top, and maybe a little sauce. I don't know yet. We'll see. Maybe I'll put the sauce on after it bakes, in case some of these noodles come out too crispy. So now I'm going to sprinkle more mozzarella all around the top. So I hope this comes out pretty. I know it'll taste good no matter what, but as long as it sticks together. And I think I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet in case it drips. I doubt if it will. Ooh, it's very heavy, and this is a big bundt cake. So 375, and I think we have to bake this for 35 to 40 minutes. I will check it after I put it in. So here we go.
Now only the good Lord will let you know how it all comes out.
I know. Give me a good luck kiss. Right here. Oil it in, Moose, for a big smackaroo. Come on. You can come in here, right? Here. Here he is. Oh, my back hurts.
Oh, your breath smells good.
I've been tasting it. Was it garlicky or
Yeah, it's
basic?
garlicky.
Is it? Oh, that means the sauce is nice and garlicky.
Yeah.
Well, I think I need a rest and get off my feet.
How long was it stay in there?
I was just going to tell my friends. Sorry, we had a little interlude here for a minute.
Yeah, a little, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
romance.
one more here. How about you?
I can't.
We're separated by this contraption. Mwah.
All right, I'm out of here.
Okay, well, we probably won't eat. I'd say this is going to bake probably for about 40 minutes, and then it has to cool. So it'll be a while before we eat. It's, what time is it? Woo, 4 o'clock.
See you in about an hour or two, huh?
Yeah, I'm off to my bed. My back hurts. So I wanted to talk to my friend for a few minutes. I will, yeah. I thought I'd bring you up to date as I wheel this in. I told you about my sink, and I'm putting off calling the plumber because it works for a while and then it doesn't. So I'm just gonna try tomorrow. There's no big deal. We don't have too many dirty dishes to wash anyway. But I did tell you in the last video that I had a pain on this side of my back, and a little bit has been left over here from about a month ago, a little twinge, but I thought I was getting shingles or something. It sort of felt like it was a skin thing, but not just an annoyance. Well, I told you I didn't sleep the night before last. And when I woke up in the morning, I did take a Tylenol and I felt a little bit better. But by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the pain was there. So I drove up to the urgent care clinic, and of course they did a specimen, and guess what? I not only had a muscular thing going there, I also have another bladder, kidney, whatever is infection. So I am on antibiotics again. Maybe that other one never went away. I don't know. But as I told the doctor, I am so paranoid about sepsis, because Moosie had sepsis about a year ago, and it was no fun. He was in the hospital with it. Well, he thought it was a hip pain, and it turned out to be kidney. So watch those UTIs, ladies. I'm okay, and I'm on a strong antibiotic, and I'm gonna go lie down now for a little while. And I will show you when I take that bundt pan lasagna out of the oven and slice it. Hope it comes out good, and I will show you when I do turn it upside down if it came out. Say a little prayer. It wasn't an easy meal like I usually cook, easy and quick. This was definitely a production, and I'm off to my bed to rest. Well, I've just taken it out of the oven. After almost 40 minutes, it looked to be finished at 375 degrees, and I'm going to show it to you. It's quite hot and quite heavy. Isn't it beautiful? I put a little basil on top. I also took some butter, and I put some butter over the top because some of the edges of the pasta, of the lasagna noodles, get a little crispy. So I just thought I'd soften them up with some butter. But isn't it pretty? You know, I almost hate to turn it upside down. This to me is the pretty side, but I know in a bundt cake you have to turn it upside down. So be prepared, it might not be so pretty. So they do say to wait about an hour before you turn it upside down. And that's basically so it doesn't fall apart. Well, I'm proud that it looks so nice, but I have to confess, as usual, Nanny forgot a step. I did in all my layering, I was very careful to put the ricotta, the mozzarella cheese, and the meat sauce in nice layers. I had 2 or 3 layers on there, but I forgot to put extra lasagna. What you're supposed to do is break it into pieces and just layer it for at least 1, maybe 2 layers. So, don't forget to layer your lasagna. I have 3 extra pieces sitting over there on the pan that I could have used, and that's the reason I saved it. I just didn't glance over there, and as you know, I kind of keep these recipes in my head, and I didn't check my recipe to remind me to do that. So, I will do the process of turning it over on camera, whether it fails or not. So we'll do it together, ladies. Thing that I wanted to remind you not to do, like I did. I bought the wrong lasagna noodles. There are noodles now, I didn't realize it, that you oven bake, that you don't boil. This will not work with those noodles because you need them boiled and soft and supple. So remember to check these boxes very carefully that it doesn't say oven baked on there because you can't use those lasagna noodles. I need moral support here, so I have my Moosie with me as we do this. So I'm going to turn it upside down on this platter.
It's supposed to be square.
I know. I waited an hour. They say wait an hour so that it works out okay. You know, I don't even know if I can hold this on here. It's still a little hot. I'm just going to try and slide it down. 1,
2,
3.
buckle your shoe. Oh, so far so good.
Now, do you think it'll unstick, Moose?
Yep. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! A round lasagna.
What do you think of that?
I think it's crazy.
It's kind of spread out a bit. It kind of
It's all right. It's all right. When you cut it, it's all going to come apart a little bit, but at least it's pretty for now.
Well, at least it didn't fall apart. I have some more meat sauce here, and I have some more mozzarella. What do you think I should do?
I think you should cut a slice and then decide what you're going to do with it. No.
No?
Cut it first, as for serving, and then decide what to put on. You may not need that stuff.
Okay, let's see. Well, it doesn't look like all the rest of them. I probably have stuffed it too much. But I will cut it open.
This is step 2 of the reveal.
Oh, I'm afraid. It might just flow all over the table.
No.
I think it's a bit gushy, but it's going to be yummy. 1,
2. Buckle my shoe.
3.
4.
This isn't the way it's supposed to look, really, quite frankly. Ladies, it's like a big gushy mooey pie.
Come on, that's the way lasagna looks.
I know, but it's not the way that the pros did it.
Are you kidding me or what?
Look at all that gooey cheese in there. I think you're going to love it. It's a big piece for a big guy.
I've got a bottle of wine in there too. I'm gonna have it with.
Good.
I tell you what, I would like. I don't want that.
You don't want any meat sauce. You just want this on it.
Yeah.
Look at this giant thing. Well, there's a good thing I put it on this platter. It wouldn't have fit on a plate.
Do you have visitors for dinner? Or?
Well, we're going to Matthew's tomorrow for a late afternoon barbecue. So I think I'm going to be bringing a lot of leftovers here down to Matthew.
You could give some of it
to our lady friends.
No, Shani.
Oh, Shani, yes, little Shannon up there is for a couple of days. Yeah, they're up taking Brendan back to college, so we'll bring some up to Shannon too.
Okay, may I have a fork and get off camera here?
You may. Oh.
Look at the picture of that.
Okay.
Come on, it didn't get messed up at all.
It is going to be delicious, but it did kind of swell up and bush out. I really put too much stuff in there, I think, but it's going to be great. So here you go. While it's nice and hot, do a taste. As long as you don't get it on your nice jacket. Did you get the ricotta and everything else in there?
I do like I always do.
Oh, no. There's the ricotta.
Huh. Tastes like lasagna. A round lasagna is delicious.
Well, it's a Nanny original, and Moosie loves it, so what could be better, right? Well, today I'm just up here at Colleen and Micah's while Shannon's at school. I'm just kind of spending some time with Harley. Harley doesn't like to be alone too much, so it came up around noontime. I'm going to spend an hour or so. She has anxiety. She misses the people. Colleen and Micah brought Brendan back to college for a couple of days, so they're due home tomorrow. Colleen did find a fall truck with some pumpkins in it. This is part of her decor outside here. And that's that fabulous pizza oven. I've shown you that Micah built. Real nice outdoor area here. Busy and get my pumpkin decor going here. I'm coming. Here I come. You waiting for me? Come on, let's go. Turn around. Okay, I'm coming. Yes, a good dog. Sometimes when I do something, I show you what not to do in the cooking. And this one, the problem was, number one, my bundt cake was huge. It was very deep and very big. And I probably should have used a normal size one to begin with. I had all the ingredients right. The ingredients were out of this world. The noodles were cooked perfectly. Everything was put together right, except it was too much bulk, too much ricotta, too heavy. I should have made the layers lighter, maybe one layer less. And the same with the meat. I just pounded everything on because I had made so much of everything. And the weight of everything, when it was turned over, I saw it just going down and spreading. I thought it was just going to go right off the platter. I had so much left. I took some to Matthew's, and hopefully they will enjoy it. I had to let them know that it didn't quite look like a lasagna, but a little bit up to Shani for dinner last night. And hopefully everyone enjoyed. And you know what? If they decided to throw it away and not tell me, that's okay too. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy these somewhat failure videos. I think it's only fair to show you what can happen if you don't do everything the right way. So thanks again for watching, for commenting. I love your comments, for sharing, and for enjoying. My love to everyone. See you soon, and God bless us all.